I'd like to talk a little bit more about the granularity of the risk models. I mentioned before that risk models are inherent and present in all stocked items of inventory that we have. But these risk models have to be particularly granular. There are many, many factors that influence the risk. This granularity is something that we generally don't see much of outside. Insurance technology isn't really that popular in the supply chain space, and we typically see competing systems that use more general approaches and frequency distributions that try to achieve the same result, and that is to deal with the risk. Now, in ICS, it is very, very granular. Not only is it granular, but it is also monitored on a daily basis. And if anything changes, and many things do change as new products are sold or as new orders arrive, we need to recompute these risk profiles and see if there's any change, and therefore change our reorder points to accommodate those changes in risk profiles. It is not unusual for us to recompute the reorder points for up to 20 million products every single night for a single company. That means 20 million reorder points are examined to see whether there's a change necessary. Now, it's interesting to think that in the absence of this granularity, where you can set your investment parameters very appropriately for risk at the granular level as well as for target service, it's hard to see how you can actually achieve really good inventory optimization results if you're not doing this. And what we have seen in practice is that many companies will find that with the broader brush solutions they have, that they still suffer some service gaps for certain products. Customer service isn't what it should be. And in other cases, it may be even more than what is targeted. That usually isn't a problem, but the areas of concern are where there isn't enough stock and we're running out of stock. So what often happens is that stock levels are artificially raised to deal with this issue. Often the stock levels are raised not at the granular or at the item level because they don't have the risk models there. They get raised for classes of products. And so what we now see is considerable overinvestment as a compensation mechanism to try and protect service. What ICS does is it makes sure that your investments are appropriate for target service and appropriate for the risks, and in the process releases fairly large slices of unnecessary capital where overinvestment has taken place.